Mike D the Master. Ghost Picks Jimmy. Old school, new school collaboration.
What's up, sports fans? This is a new segment. This is old school and new school handicappers. We're going to break down the Oregon versus Auburn game this week. It's a big game going on this Saturday night. I'm Mike Davis of MikeDavisWins.com. I'd like to introduce everybody to Ghost Picks Jimmy. What's up, Jimmy?
What's going on, man? Thanks for reaching out to me and making something special like this happen for all the viewers and everyone who, just wants some good insight and information to these big games that we got coming up here.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a big thing we do each and every week. I'm looking forward to it as we get some different perspectives. Again, you're fairly new to the handicapping world, but you've done really well so far. You've provided your clients with a lot of good content, a lot of good winning picks, which is what matters. Whereas I guess you would call me a veteran. I feel like guys like Larry Ness and those guys are veterans, but I guess I'm kind of in the middle somewhere. But I think this will be good, man. It's kind of an old school versus new school, and I'm looking forward to it, dude.
Yeah, I want to say something quick. I don't want to consider yourself old school quite yet.
Yeah.
But I would say a veteran is a great term to use for you because honestly, when I was coming up in the handicapping world and diving into sports betting and sports wagering, I did watch you and I learned a lot from you. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I really look forward to making this, a weekly thing to provide these guys with some great content day in and day out, man.
Absolutely. So let's jump right into it, man. This is a big matchup in week one, Jimmy. We know that. We got Oregon. We got Auburn. You're going to talk a little bit about Oregon. Then I will come back and talk a little bit about Auburn, and then we can provide the folks with what we think is a pick. I don't know if you like the same team as I do. We'll find out here shortly. So tell us a little bit about the 2019 edition of the Oregon Ducks.
Right. Well, everybody wants to start with the offensive side, Justin Herbert, all the great stuff that we have going on, Oregon Ducks, Pac-12, the normal. But I'm going to shy away from that. I'm going to go to the defensive side with Kayvon Thibodeau, who is the top recruit of the nation, defensive end, big guy, aggressive, works out extremely well, big social media guy, stuff like that. And this guy is going to be the biggest factor in this game for me and the Oregon Ducks. A couple of reasons here. We have the number one recruit with a lot of weight on his shoulders. The Pac-12, right? What are they known for, Mike? What they're known for? No defense.
No defense. They like to get up and down that field, buddy.
Yeah. So we have Mario Cristobal. He's trying to reinvent something new in the Pac-12, which is a defensive scheme. He's going from a two-gap, 3-4 defense to a multiple defense. To me, that's going to be the deciding factor here, as we do know Auburn, and I'll let you talk about their quarterback, who they chose for their quarterback. I think Kayvon has the edge here, and the Oregon Ducks defense is going to have the edge in this side when we're talking about offense in comparison to defense, strictly because, they got these guys and their main focus, they know Justin Herbert's good. They know he's great. But as far as what I wanted to open up this segment is the Ducks defense is going to be the main focal point for me and the difference in this game.
Okay, so you like the Ducks defense coming into this game. Let me tell you a little bit about Auburn's defense while we're talking defense. I'll tell you what, Auburn has a lot of returners coming back this year, especially on the defensive side. 7 returners coming back. They're very good along the defensive line. They probably got the best 1-2 punch along the defensive line in the country. I mean, they're stacked right there with Derek Brown and Marlon Davidson. Just 2 dynamic players, future NFL, possibly even stars, not just players, but stars in the NFL. So one of the strengths of this Auburn football team will be along the defensive line, will be back at the safety position. Now, on defense, Auburn's going to struggle a little bit with linebackers. But hey, make no mistake about it. These guys are Southeastern Conference guys. These guys are going to come in. They're going to be athletic, but they're not known names, and they don't have a ton of experience there. And they need to find a lockdown corner or two as well, which could play a key factor in this football game. So strength of this Auburn team, defensive line, best 1-2 punch in the country along the defensive line.
Yeah, great points there on the defense. I want to shift over to the offensive side here. And, you pretty much touched on a lot of the weaknesses I would like to expose for Auburn's defense. And it's not going to help with the fact that Justin Herbert is potentially going to be the number 1 draft pick in the quarterback position here next season here going into the NFL. However, a lot of people want to talk about his stats. We can go over that he has over 3,000 passing yards, 29 touchdowns, 8 interceptions last year. But I want to talk about is his weaknesses. 52 drop passes. Okay, you have a guy who went 24 or 240 completions into 404 pass attempts and 52 drop passes, Mike. That's 4 a week. That's huge.
Yeah.
So what did the Ducks do? They decided to get us. They pretty much stole Penn State's big guy, wide receiver Juan Johnson, 6'4", 230 pounds, and this is huge. This is huge for me. Justin Herbert needs those other 52 drop passes. I mean, at least 35 of them, 30 of them. They go from 240 to 270 at a 404. That he may be at 4,000 passing yards, last year. Now, you said it yourself, weakness in the secondary, the linebackers. That's the main focus point when you have an Oregon offense, Pac-12 offense, who's going to run and gun. And, hey, if you ain't with the show, if that defensive line doesn't really control the game, it's going to be a bad day for the Auburn Tigers.
All right, sounds like you're leaning towards Oregon. Let me see if I can change your mind. Let me talk about the Auburn Tigers. We're talking about an SEC West powerhouse right here, Jimmy. We're not talking about a Pac-12 team up there with the Ducks. We're talking about a powerhouse. Let me see if I can change your mind a little bit. The strength of this Auburn offense, it's going to be the guys up front. Now, they were shaky last year, but all of them are fifth-year redshirt seniors. Every single one of them that'll start this ball game, fifth-year redshirt seniors along the offensive line. So they have experience, they have age. They've been in a weightlifting, college weightlifting program for 5 years. These guys are grown men going up against some of those youngsters you mentioned at Oregon. Also, their top 3 running backs are coming back for Auburn. So that's the strength of the offense. They have some young wide receivers. Their top 2 wide receivers are gone, but the 2 guys that are coming back were freshmen last year, and they look tremendous. So they're young, but they have some experience. Now, quarterback position for the Auburn Tigers, true freshman Bo Nix, a 5-star recruit. Of course, his dad played at Auburn, but he's starting his first game on campus. This game, Bo Nix starts for the Auburn Tigers. So that's kind of the way they look along the offensive line. Have I changed your mind at all, Jimmy?
No. I'm going to say there's 153 snaps combined with the Oregon offensive line, and then we throw in the addition of the quarterback there. We have a freshman quarterback here, a true freshman quarterback for the Auburn Tigers coming in. He certainly earned his role, as we heard a lot of great stuff throughout camp. He obviously earned it. He had some serious competition to win that starting position over it as well. But at the end of the day, the big deciding factor for me is this is the Pac-12's Super Bowl. This is their NCAA championship game, game 1. Justin Herbert's entire season, the Oregon Ducks season is it's on the line here. They lose this game, again, the Pac-12, that's already one notch of, we're going to hear another 1,000 excuses if they happen to win a bunch of games and they don't make it to the college football playoffs because they lost game 1 to the Auburn Tigers. This is their Super Bowl. What's your thoughts on that, Mike?
Okay, fair enough. The line on this football game, number 208, Auburn is minus 3.5 with a total of 56. Give me a selection, Jimmy. Is it 207 Oregon plus the 3.5?
I like Oregon on the money line to get the job done here, Mike.
Okay, you like them straight up, and that's fair. All right, fair enough. I was unable to change Jimmy's mind. I tried to talk to him about the Southeastern Conference. He didn't want to hear it. Let me give you some stats, and let me give you a prediction on this game, folks. Gus Malzahn, 6-13 straight up against ranked opponents the last 4 seasons. Gus Malzahn, 24-40-2 against the spread the last 5 years. Give me the Oregon Ducks, number 207, plus the 3.5. I'm riding with the youngster here, the young phenom from Ghost Picks. That's Ghost Picks Jimmy. I'll take Oregon plus the 3.5. Man, I enjoyed it. This is our first episode. I had a blast, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Hey, I just want to do a quick shout out here. Ghost Picks Jimmy. Follow me on all social media platforms. Mike Wins. Is it Mike Wins?
Mike Davis Wins. Yeah, Mike Davis Wins.
Go follow him. And I wanted to ask everybody in the comment section if they could help us out here.
Yeah.
We were talking about it. We were brainstorming. We don't know what to call this segment.
Yeah.
We're giving great information, great wagering advice, just insight and information that you might not know. You might not know that Justin Herbert is going to college to be a doctor. He's actually from Eugene, Oregon. His head is there, but is it really there?
Yeah.
We're going to find out here, game 1 against Oregon here. So I'm definitely going with Oregon Ducks on the money line. And if you don't mind, in the comment section, give us some ideas. What should we call this? This will be a weekly thing me and Mike do. And what do you got in closing for us, Mike?
Absolutely. That's a great idea, man. Hey, down in the comment section, let us know what we should name this segment. What we plan on doing is doing 3 to 5 games a week, especially when the NFL kicks off, previewing 3 to 5 games and providing some information and some free picks and going from there. So give us some ideas down in the comment section. I think that'll be fun. You can see me at MikeDavisWins.com. Of course, GhostPicksATS.com as well. Jimmy, fantastic stuff, man. I'll see you soon, buddy.
Thanks, brother. Good luck.